Hello and welcome to Wellness and Being. Most people believe emergencies happen somewhere else, to someone else. They imagine flashing ambulance lights, hospital corridors, trained professionals rushing in. But the moments that truly matter rarely look like that. They happen quietly in your own house, in kitchens, at work. And when something goes wrong, you do not suddenly become calm or clever. You fall back on what your body already knows how to do, what it has been trained to do. Today, we are going through 7 practical physical first aid skills that every adult should know. Skills you can use immediately, even before help arrives, and sometimes when you're completely alone. If a person suddenly collapses and is not breathing normally, the most likely cause is sudden cardiac arrest. The heart stops. At that moment, every second matters. The first step is simple but critical. Call your local emergency number immediately or ask someone nearby to do it for you. Then, kneel beside the person. Place the heel of one hand in the center of their chest, right between the nipples. Place your other hand on top and interlock your fingers. With your arms straight, begin pressing straight down. You need to compress the chest by about 2 inches, allowing it to fully recoil between compressions. This will feel forceful, and that is exactly what is needed. You are manually circulating blood to the brain and vital organs. Maintain a steady rhythm of 100 to 120 compressions per minute, meaning you have to press down 2 times every second. Say 1, 2, 1, 2 every second, loud or in your mind, to press down evenly and without rushing until help arrives. Do not stop unless the person begins to move. An AED, that is an automated external defibrillator, becomes available, or trained help takes over. Now let's talk about a situation many people never prepare for: choking when no one else is around. If you cannot cough, speak or breathe, you may have less than a minute before you lose consciousness. Instead of panicking, immediately find a firm edge, like the back of a chair, a countertop, a table, or a railing. Position that edge just above your navel and below your ribs. Lean your upper body forward and forcefully thrust yourself inward and upward against that edge. This movement creates an abdominal thrust using your own body weight. The pressure can force the trapped air in your lungs upward, dislodging the obstruction. It will hurt, but it can save your life. Burns are extremely common, whether from hot liquids, steam, chemicals, or household appliances. Despite what many people believe, the first response is almost always the same. Get the burned area under cool, running water immediately. Not ice cold, just cool. Continue cooling the area for at least 20 minutes. This step is crucial because heat continues to damage tissue even after the heat source is removed. Avoid common mistakes. Do not apply ice, which can restrict blood flow and worsen injury. Do not use butter, oils, toothpaste, or any other home remedies. These trap heat inside the skin. If blisters form, leave them intact. They act as the body's natural protective barrier. Fainting or syncope is incredibly more common than most people realize, and it is often handled incorrectly. If you begin to feel dizzy, lightheaded, or see spots in front of your eyes, immediately lower your body. Squat down or lie flat if possible. This allows blood to flow back to the brain and may prevent loss of consciousness. Now, if someone else faints, lay them flat on their back. Check that they are breathing. If breathing is normal, raise their legs about 6 to 12 inches. This uses gravity to send blood back to the brain. Do not force them to sit or stand right away. Do not splash water on their face. Allow them time to regain full awareness before moving. Seeing someone convulse can be horrifying, especially if you have never witnessed it before. The sudden loss of control, the violent movements, and the altered breathing often make bystanders panic, and panic leads to mistakes. The most important thing to understand is this: most seizures stop on their own. Your role is not to stop the seizure. Your role is to protect the person while it is happening. First, make the area safe. Move sharp or hard objects or furniture nearby away from the person. If possible, gently place something soft under their head, such as a folded jacket or a bag. Do not restrain their movements or try to hold them down. You might cause injury. Do not put anything in their mouth, not food, not water, not fingers, and not objects. Contrary to common belief, a person cannot swallow their tongue during a seizure. Placing objects near the nose or mouth does nothing to help and can actually cause serious injury. Once the shaking has completely stopped, turn the person gently onto their side. This recovery position helps keep the airway clear while they are unconscious and allows saliva or vomit to drain safely. Stay with the person as they regain consciousness. They may be confused, exhausted, or disoriented for several minutes. Speak calmly and reassure them until they are fully alert. Important: call emergency services if the seizure lasts longer than 5 minutes, if another seizure follows immediately, if the person is injured, or if this is their first known seizure. Now, nosebleeds are one of the most misunderstood first aid situations because most people lean their head backward. But actually, leaning the head backward allows blood to run down the throat, which can lead to choking or vomiting. Instead, sit up straight and lean slightly forward. Using your thumb and index finger, firmly pinch the soft part of the nose just below the bridge. Maintain constant pressure for a full 10 minutes. Do not release early to check. Breaking the pressure breaks the clot. Breathe through your mouth, stay calm, and allow the bleeding to stop naturally. The final skill is one of the most important: controlling heavy bleeding. If you see a deep wound that continues to bleed, act immediately. Expose the area and identify the source. Take the cleanest material available, gauze, towel, or even a piece of clothing, and place it directly over the wound. Apply firm, direct pressure using both hands and your body weight. If the wound is deep, pack the material into it before pressing. If blood soaks through, do not remove the first layer. Place another layer on top and continue pressing, because removing the original cloth disrupts the body's clotting process. If the bleeding is forceful or spurting, call emergency services immediately while maintaining the pressure. Finally, let us take a look at what you should have as a basic first aid kit at home. These 7 skills are not advanced medicine, but they may be the difference between tragedy and recovery. Watch again and practice the motions, because one day it may be you who makes a difference. Share this knowledge, stay safe, be prepared, and be well. See you in the next.